Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with a summer fragrance video. I don't think I've done one of these in several years, and I have some fragrances I am loving. And I'm gonna divide this, I think, into two categories because some of these are big throwbacks. I've been talking about this a lot over on Instagram. It's making me feel so happy to order old friends, old fragrances that I used to love back in the 90s and the early 2000s. So I have quite a few of those that I'm loving that I'm going to share with you. And then I have some more current ones that I'm also going to share. And I'm going to jump right into this. And I'm going to start with a big throwback. And it's a classic summer fragrance. And that is the Calvin Klein Escape. This smells, well, I don't know what a salty beach and salt air really smells like, but that's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of kind of a citrus and salty air and just being at the beach. And I love this. I'm going to read you the notes in it. Okay, the notes in this, the top notes are apple, mandarin, and plum. The heart notes are peach and rose, and the base notes are musk and sandalwood. And I just love this. It just reminds me of the summertime for some reason. And I love this every bit as much as I did back in, what, 1993? Okay, the next one is also a throwback. The Elizabeth Arden Sunflowers. This is a perfect summer fragrance. It is beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Hold on, I'm going to tell you the notes in it. I love it as much as I loved it in 1996, I think it was, or 1993. The notes are watery Italian bergamot, melon, peach. The middle notes are jasmine, tea rose. I can smell the tea rose. Osmanthus. The bottom notes are sandalwood, musk, and velvety moss. This is lovely, and I could eat my arm off when I wear it. It smells like 1995, y'all. And I love it as much as I did then. And I think I paid around $20 for this. The next one I picked up was the Calvin Klein Eternity. Again, I love it every bit as much as when I wore this 20 years ago. Okay, the Escape notes are... Okay, the top notes in this are chamomile, apple, lychee, mandarin, rose, plum, and peach. Delicious. The middle notes are cloves, carnation, peach, jasmine, lily of the valley, and rose. The base notes are sandalwood, amber, musk, vanilla, vetiver, and cedar. Again, I could eat my arm off when I wear this. Okay, and then this next one, this is Alfred Sung. I believe I got this for $15 on Walmart.com, and oh, I love it. The top notes of this are tangy lemon, bergamot, mandarin orange, juicy orange, hyacinth, galbanum, and ylang-ylang. The core notes are carnation, sweet iris, lily of the valley, rose orchid, osmanthus, and heady jasmine. The base notes are vetiver, orange blossom, vanilla, amber, sandalwood, oak moss, and musk. This is beautiful, y'all. It is a beautiful fragrance. Okay, the next one is also a throwback, and I've had this one for quite a while. I fell back in love with these next two about a year and a half ago again, but they are throwbacks, and the first one is YSL Paris, and this is a softer, more romantic fragrance, and I think you could wear it year-round, but I love this in the spring. It just smells like flowers, and it's a little bit, maybe a little bit powdery. I don't like things that are too powdery. But the notes in this one, it says about this, it's a warm, floral, and lightly powdery character. And that's exactly right. It's just a tad powdery, but mostly floral. It's lovely in the springtime. And the notes in this are violet, bergamot, rose of May, iris, and sandalwood. And this is just beautiful. I want to try Mon Paris. It's got grapefruit, datura, rose flower, and patchouli. And it's a floral citrus. I have never smelled that, but it sounds like a very nice summer fragrance. If you've tried it and like it, I would probably order that. So let me know if you like the Mon Paris, but I love just the original YSL Paris. And then the next one that you may have heard me talk about, I've had this for maybe a year again, and it's the Emerige. And this is beautiful in the spring and summer. I would also wear this in the winter because it's got a heft to it, but it's especially pretty in the spring and summer because it's a floral and it is beautiful. The keynotes are gardenia, neroli, tonka bean, and ylang ylang. It's soft and sweet with a strength behind it, and it is just beautiful. This one has really stood the test of time nicely. I love it. Okay, and then one that I just picked up, but this is a current favorite. This is more of a current release. And it's the Midnight Romance by Ralph Lauren. One of you girls told me about this, and it is lovely. And the notes of this are very springy or summery, and kind of berries and sweet. Hold on, I'll tell you the notes. This is Midnight Romance, and one of you girls told me to get this a long time ago, and I love it. Hold on. Okay, and the top notes of this one are sweet raspberry, and I can really smell the raspberry, elegant Italian bergamot, sambac jasmine, and peppery freesia. And then the bottom notes are black vanilla, ambroxan, and iris absolute. This one was more expensive because it's newer. This is not a throwback, but it is so pretty. This will be pretty year-round. I think I could wear this year-round, but it will be especially nice, I think, in the spring and summer. Okay, next. This next one's been in several videos, and this has got to be top 5, and it's the Jo Malone Orange Blossom. And this one very easily could have been called Honeysuckle Orange Blossom, because when I first sprayed this on, it's like a field of honeysuckles. It's beautiful, and then it dries down to a soft citrusy orange scent. It is perfection for the summertime, and I love it. The actual notes in it are clementine flower, white lilac, orris wood, orange blossom, and water lily. And this is lovely. This has got to be in my top 3 to 5. It is beautiful. And the next one of you girls told me about this. This is a brand new fragrance to me, and it is the epitome of summertime. Citrusy, kind of limey or grapefruity, and it is so refreshing, and it's called Turquotic by MAC. And the MAC website says about this that it's a sea-inspired fragrance. And that's what it smells like. It smells like a trip to the ocean with notes of anemone, lotus, orris, and Corsican blue cedar. Yeah, and this is very reminiscent of a trip to the seaside. It's beautiful. It's pungent, and you can smell the kind of a citrusy bite to it. And then it dries down to just a light, citrusy, refreshing scent. And I love this. I got a small one to test it out. This is a little roller ball. So if you wanted to test it out, you know, you can test it out with a little roller ball. Okay, next, the Pacific Lime by Atelier. And this one is newer to me. I think I got this last year. And the notes in it are lime, coconut, and eucalyptus. And the scent type is fresh citrus and fruits. And that's what it smells like. When I first spray this, I can really smell the citrus in it, like the lime. And then it dries down to kind of a powdery coconut with a lime underneath it. This is so nice and refreshing. Okay, next, I have one of my favorites for the last couple of years is Michael Kors. And I would say I grab this more than anything for just a daily fragrance. And I would wear this year-round, but it's most appropriate, I would say, for spring and summer. I thought this reminded me of Sung until I actually picked up Alfred Sung, and they are very different. And the notes in this one are dewy freesia, tamarind, Chinese osmanthus, incense, fresh tuberose, white wings peony, blue orris, arum lilies, cashmere woods, musk, vetiver, and vetiver. And the style is sophisticated, sensual, and warm. And this is just a beautiful, everyday fragrance. Very floral, and I would say not heavy. You know, it's just great for all day. I love my Michael Kors. I pick it up all the time. And then my last two are Tom Ford fragrances. These are both relatively new, and I love them. This first one is perfect for the summertime because I can actually smell like a sunscreen smell in it, like sea and ski. kind of reminds me of the Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder. That may be wrong because I don't have that to compare them, but I used to have it, and that's kind of what this reminds me of, with that sunscreen smell. And the scent type is warm and sweet. The key notes are bergamot, pistachio, and coco de mer. It's also got a floral amber in it, and the Sephora website says it's a floral amber that unapologetically exudes the pursuit of sun and luxury that defines Soleil. And I would say that's very accurate. It really reminds me of just a vacation on the beach. And it's so nice. It's a little bit different. So I don't know if I would order it blind or not, but next time you're at a counter, give this a try. And I love that it comes in this size because these are so insanely expensive. You know, you can try it out in a smaller size. I believe this was 60 or 80. Okay, and then the next one, I've debated about whether to put this in here because this is definitely year-round, but it's such a rich cherry that it does remind me of summer. But more of an evening summer fragrance, I would wear it all day long, but this would be beautiful for a summer evening out at dinner. Kind of reminds me of like having dinner on a beach somewhere on vacation. We can pretend we're on vacation. We can pretend we're on vacation. It'll make us happy. And the notes in this are black cherry accord, bitter almond, rose absolute orper, Peru balsam, and roasted tonka orper. It also has a melange of sandalwood, vetiver, and cedar. So it is a heavier fragrance, but I will wear this in the summer. It just reminds me of a sultry summer night, and it is beautiful. Okay, and those are my favorite summer fragrances, and I will tell y'all, these throwbacks are especially giving me joy right now. To just come in contact with these old friends from my 20s, and during these times right now, it's so fun to be playing in those. So anyway, I'm going to link all of these down below, and that's all I have for you. Definitely down below, let me know what your favorite summer fragrances are because I will definitely pick those up and love them with you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.